going to look at how to add the copiers in Life Sciences and in Ellington so that you can print to them from your desktop or your laptop. In the event that you don't have a printer, or you have a large print job that you want to print and you don't want to use up all your ink. There's two numbers that you might want to write down. So perhaps you might want to scramble around and find a piece of paper and pencil or a pen or the blood of your neighbor. We're going to be using printers installed across the network, and so we'll be printing via IP address, and so each printer has its own IP address, and you'll need those IP addresses to proceed with installing these printers. So the first thing we need to know is that this instructions are for Windows 7, and that's our standard at this point. Mac users, aren't able to print to these copiers. And what else? I think that's pretty much it. So let's get started. We're going to open up Control Panel, and generally Control Panel opens in Category View, which we see here. And if it happens to open in Icon View, that's fine too. In Icon View, you want to find Devices and Printers. We're going to work in Category View because that's most common. In Category View, you want to find Hardware and Sound, and you want to view Devices and Printers. We're going to click that, and this is going to show you everything that's attached to your computer. Printers, video cameras, my headset, for example, monitors. But we're going to add a printer, so we're going to click on this button, and a little wizard's going to pop up, and we're going to add a network printer. So we're going to click this button. Now right now it's looking for the printer, but I know it's not going to find it, so I'm going to save you some time. We're going to click stop here, and we're going to say the printer that I want wasn't listed, and so we're going to add a printer using an IP address, and we're going to click next, and we're going to enter the IP address at this point. Now if you're in Life Sciences and you want to print to the Life Sciences copier, you're going to enter 10.10.108.11 in this space. Now that's the number you would use if you want to print the Life Science copier. Now I'm in Ellington, so I want to use 10.10.32.10. So if you want to print to the Ellington copier, you want to use 10.10.32.10. So those numbers again for Life Science copier, it's 10.10.108.11, and for Ellington it's 10.10.32.10. And this will be on my website if you ever forget or need to reinstall this. So here we're going to click next. What's going to happen is it's going to go out to the network and look for the printer and the drivers, and as you see that happens very quickly. So identify that copier or that unit as being a Ricoh MP6000, and that's correct. Both the machines are exactly the same. And so it wants to install the driver, which we want it to. We're going to click next. It's installing the printer drivers. We don't care if we share it or not. The only thing I would say here is I'm going to add the word Ellington so that I know which one this is, because I'm going to install both of these copiers to my machine. If you're only going to install one building, you won't need to do that. You can just leave it there and you know which one it is. But if you intend to install both buildings, then you might want to put which building is which printer. And then there's no point in printing a test page now because we're not ready to print yet. And we're going to click finish, and there it is. Okay, so let's move on to the next video, which will show us how to print.